So we're going to work on some prone techniques for Thai Bodywork. We're working with a client. It's always good to know, by the way, your client's history. She's had a knee surgery for meniscus on left side, and as far as I know, she doesn't have any other injuries to work with unless something just popped up in the last couple of days. So from here, we have her feet turned in. That's really important that you start with a turn in of the feet. If you're not sure what turning in means, you can see that her toes are pointed in toward the midline. And from here, don't be afraid unless the person has had some recent surgery or has a lot of, let's say, metal pins in their feet, that you're going to put your whole body weight and it's going to hurt them. The idea is to get the body weight in there so you're getting the right amount of pressure. And so the pressure that you're putting into her feet dissipates throughout the whole foot. If you're really ginger about it, it's going to feel very pinpointed and painful in the areas that you're stepping in. So just find a good rhythm, and any popping and cracking you hear is probably my ankles, not Meng, but we'll see. Who knows? We might both be Rice Krispies today. And then from here, I'm using various parts of my feet, both the heels and the center of the feet. And I'm transferring weight from side to side. And I've got my hands behind my back, which is my suggested technique if you're going to be doing work with your feet. It helps relax your shoulders and get you in a nice posture for working without feeling like you're hunching over. So from here, I'm going to take my foot into the calf, and I'm not going to press right down on it. I'm going to roll around. I'm using the center, the soft part of my foot, and if you'll notice, my toes are not doing anything that's creating tension. So sometimes people will get really tense in the toes and start curling them, and you want to have nice, relaxed toes. You'll see that my leg is straight. So if you can, safely lock the leg out. It's a better transfer of force in this particular case. And then because the calves tend to be very tender on most people, you may notice some twitching or reactions in the body. They might even tell you, ouch, in which case, depending on your client, you can either proceed with the same amount of pressure or you can back off a little bit. And here I'm transferring weight from one foot to the other and just leaning forward with the whole body, leaning back with the whole body. And then we'll work our way up. Obviously, I'm not going to step on the back of her knee. And you can press down. And sometimes when you get into a more fleshy region, bending the leg that you're standing on can be more beneficial. Again, just transferring weight. And it's really important that you come off of the individual slowly. You don't want to be pushing off of them. Not only does that not feel good for them, but it also means that you don't really have control over what you're doing. And as we work our way up, there's the old heel in the glutes technique. So a lot of people are very sensitive here, so I always go in with caution. And then, as you can see, that leg is straight. And I'm going to press into her, because it doesn't seem like this is too terrible, or if it is, she's not reacting. What I'm going to do is make the leg longer, so I'm going to get my hip into it by pressing the hip down so the whole body is moving down. I'm moving force from the hip, and really it's actually coming from the core down into the glute. And piriformis and all those other deeper gluteal muscles. And I'll shake a little bit. Shaking is a good way to induce relaxation in most people, and it helps take a little pressure off the intensity. And then you can repeat that on the other side. So that's prone technique number 1 for backs of the legs. Thanks for watching.